Hello, gamers. The microphone is now ordered. This is days later. It was a lot of delegating. And this is the final episode of the Karl Franz campaign. There was a lot to edit down, about 5 hours of footage, but I think it came out pretty well. So we're going to keep our war on Festus. We're going to keep our war currently. I think the Vampire Council we finish off here pretty early in the episode. But there's a few fronts to fight. It's going to be a pretty action-packed episode. I'm going to try to keep the dialogue to a maximum as to not let that fucking loud-ass world-destroying fan in my room fuck you guys over. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. I talked to the computer shop guy, and he says he cannot remove the particle accelerator from my computer. So you guys are just gonna have to listen to me splitting atoms. I'm really sorry. It's just how things go. We're gonna push into Castle. I think that's Castle Trickbold or something. I don't know. It's the one from the Godric and Felix books. Speaking of Godric and Felix, I've got Troll Slayer right here. I bought my first physical copy. I'm going to be buying all, I think it's like 50 something Godric and Felix books, including the omnibuses. And then, that'll be about all. I'm not sure I'm going to go into anything else. I might get All Roads Lead to Skavenblight. I already have the digital one. I think I might buy a physical copy or print it out. I don't know the legality of that. So Games Workshop, don't kill me. But I own the digital one. I might print it out. I have trouble reading on digital medium. We're gonna take the war with the rats. It's not really an issue. There is, however, there's so many wars this fucking episode. I can't even like get in. Oh, we refused, I guess. But I can't even get into it, dude. We wrap up so many huge battles and we take on so many huge threats this episode that I'd have trouble spoiling it if I wanted to. But there was constant rebellions that we had to quell from all the land we took from what's his face? What is his face? Vlad. All the land we took from Vlad. You know, it's vampiric corruption to the maximum. It sucks. Evil, evil land. Horrible place to live. And so we had to take it upon ourselves to brutally subjugate the vampire kind. It was just kind of what we had to do. They're evil. They were being naughty and evil, and they just kept coming back. So we said to keep killing them, keep taking their land, and they'll start a rebellion, Somebody wakes up from their crypt and they're like, what the fuck, last Tuesday this place belonged to us, and now it belongs to someone else, and they try to start a rebellion with all their blood bags. Really doesn't work. And Festus up here, it's much the same. He's spreading some plagues, but plagues are just... I'm going to be entirely honest. The plague system is fucked. I like that they spread. I honestly think that's a good thing. But I also think it might be better to set a plague on a settlement and it stays there forever, giving benefits. If it's owned by you and you have to take measures to get rid of it, like Skaven Undercities, you have to spend money to get rid of it if it's infected on your city, and it more gives him benefits than it gives you a growth negative or something. I don't know. I think it's fucking abysmally stupid, the system that they have in place for it. He wants to give me money. I just, I was coy. I circled the little X button and I pointed up at his ugly face, and now we're gonna go take a summit. I do like our stack here with Karl Franz. I don't think it's a shit stack. I don't think it's a bad stack. But I don't think it's a good stack yet. We're sitting with 18 troops instead of the full 20 stack. Or maybe even 17. I wanted a couple more great swords, and then I wanted to get rid of maybe I I wanted to keep my crossbowmen, but I wanted to get rid of some of one of my cavalry and one of my melee guys. I was just going to do great swords, guns, and crossbows, and then artillery. And it was an absolute fucking stack. Like, it was going to beat the shit out of these guys. We're also absolutely clapping Sylvania's cheeks, which you have to enjoy. Like, you had to live it. You had to see it. You had to experience it. I just realized my cat is taking literally the loudest nap I've ever heard. Archie's just on the bed going... like humans snoring on the bed. What the fuck? That's the one side to soundproofing my room, is that now every noise in my room is way fucking louder. It includes the computer fan, which kind of makes me think I was just ill-conceived in my thoughts. I don't know. Once I get my microphone, it's going to be a lot of recording to be had. I have to use a whole new software, and it's just going to be a lot that we'll have to figure out and work on together. You know, it's constantly improving. Today, I'm actually going to film another video because I just reached 100 subscribers, and I'm gonna, yeah, I know. This is so far in the future, it might be a vastly different number. I can only dream it's a vastly different number now. But, I don't know. It's a lot, and it feels great because YouTube has been, like, edging me. Yeah, I do. Y'all know what I mean. On 100 subscribers, because I had, like, let's go through. I was 92 one week. It shot up to 96, and then we shot up to 98, went back down to 97, went back up to 98, went to 99, went down to 97, went back up to 98, went back down to 97, went up to 98, 99, back to 98, back to 99, sat it there for like a week going between those two, and then finally went up to 100, and I was like, I was crying, dude. It felt so fucking good. I don't know, it's been a lot of hard work, and I really care about it. And here we go. Let's claim Sylvania. I mean, we can ethically return it to an elector. It's gonna give us a good little defense against what's going on up there, the Prince of Pleasure and everything. And we just gotta clap Vlad's cheeks one more time. Get yet another hero that gets to, or lord that gets wound recovery time within 2 turns. It's fucking great. Except Confederation, we have enough. There's no point not to. We're getting sieged. Karl Franz is gonna go absolutely fucking obliterate that. It's not gonna be pretty. We're gonna absolutely destroy this fucking person. I mean, I can't wait for the Nurgle rework. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be an Empire rework, maybe Middenheim or something. I'm not sure what it is. I know people have talked about it. But all I can really say is I cannot wait. Let's, we're gonna keep Vlading. Yeah, we're gonna keep Vlading Vlad. We're gonna keep skirting around, taking all of his cities like he would do to us. And then we will just attack his central settlement, absolutely fuck him up in the long run. I would return it to an elector, but meh. Now we're entering war on side of our ally. It sucks because we could have gotten them to pay us money. But, you know, it's whatever. Vlad offers us a peace treaty. We ain't taking shit. Shadow Legion is at war with us now, I guess. That's fucking crazy. Let's move on to eliminate these orcs that have been a literal thorn in our side. I think they're called, that was a horrible pun, because I just assumed they're called like the Thorn Tribe or something. But they have been a rather bothersome force for me. So I am just going to push pretty hard to eliminate them. We're going to push to wrap up against Vlad. We're going to push basically to conclude the short victory of this campaign. Because once short victory is achieved, everything after that is and this isn't me like guilt tripping you or anything. It's fucking bonus content, okay? The short victory is the short victory. It's what we're here for in Immortal Empires. We're not going for the fucking infinite long victory. If I play past a short victory, it is because I'm having fun on the campaign and I want to show that off. But if we start to not have fun, I will take the liberty to end the campaign there. And so that means the end might not be as climactic, but it will certainly be something. And then, one second, there we go. Short victory achieved. Absolutely fucking badass. That's what we've been trying for a long ass time, and it's finally here. It is now the next day, or the day after that. I'm not entirely sure. Only thing that needs to be said is school's started again. We are snowed in now, and they lost my fucking microphone, so my microphone was stolen. I got the alert. It's like, oh, microphone lost in transit. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, and it for sure got fucking stolen. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it got robbed. We're gonna take this place. We're just pushing up this way. And Clay and Angrund is now causing us some trouble, and they will cause us some trouble for a good long while. I think any faction ends up harassing us and like going to war with us causes us trouble for forever. I want old Toddy here. He's a kind of a goat. I like stacking great swords and stuff with them. Just a little front-facing army. Kislev really just wants us to go to war with people. It's kind of... I don't know how I feel about it. It's fine. We've got Karl Franz on the front line. He'll push up further, and we've got our second ever army we started also on the front lines, which I think just... there's no real reason for us to not push forward. Clan Angrund is doing all this. We took heavy casualties, but no actual units lost. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I think it's just more likely to happen because we had an entire full stack. And then I'll return this to the Elector maybe. It's the woods. I mean, we'll take it. It's such a shitty fucking province that like an Elector, even with their fucking cheap money and stuff, could not build it up. Like, it would be abysmally hard to do anything. But that's kind of the case for half of the fucking regions outside the Empire. Even like a quarter of them inside are pretty crazy. I'm gonna go for like a some sort of alliance with the Tomb Kings. I always like because the Tomb Kings are kind of an order faction. It's really weird. Like they're not like they're the order of the vampires because they were just loyal kings and like good people who happened to get raised, and I have never personally had an issue. Here, let's improve relations. We just gotta do this with all these guys real quick. But I've never personally had an issue with forming an alliance with any of those. I should have fought that. I think that was abysmally silly to do that. But I've never had an issue with like lore-wise having an alliance between Tomb Kings and Order factions. I know in the books it might not be the same thing, but the way I think about it, I think it's valid. Return to Elector. I don't want to have to face that in the future, and also our prestige is getting a little bit low or whatever. So it'll be a good little northern front here on the right side of that mountain. And then over here, holy fuck, our entire garrison just gone. Well, that'll just mean we'll have to push a bit harder, but we're going to retreat this guy here. And then Clan Skyer came up and took this place. I just let them. There's not much to be had. And there was a pretty strong, like, our front back there getting siege. And they attacked I don't know why anyone ever sieges a place. Like, well, I do. Because I do it all the time now, where I'm like, okay, let's just eat away at their reinforcements. We're going to accept the Confederation. Whoever it was, it won't matter for long. We will strip their armies bare and then just use them like we please. Oh my gosh. He came up, which was silly. So we're just going to eat him alive, and it's going to go perfectly fine. Even if we lose troops, we can just get them back. Like, garrisons naturally regen. Like, within 3 turns, we'll have them back. And then I can always recruit more. I'm gonna need to cycle down some troops anyway. Like, I need to bring Gelt down to the south or something. Because, in all honesty, we're absolutely losing on that southern front currently. Like, comparatively, like on the north, we're pushing hard. The second Throt or Cult of Pleasure or any of these Norskin groups goes hard against me, yeah, that's going to be when the turntables turn and our southern fronts may be more secure. I don't know. I mean, we even got like guys like this just recruiting within our territory. I don't get that. I always do love this army though. This, because I've seen this guy before. It's the Skaven Goblin Blend, and I'm almost certain there's a mod about that, and I think that'll probably be a modded faction I'll choose to play with. We kicked Norska out of the Northern Territory, and we just accepted a peace deal because we pushed them back far enough that they shouldn't even be going to war with Bretonia. And then almost immediately Throt comes in here, as does the shittiest Wood Elf stack I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, holy cow. Great Eagles don't do shit. We've pulled back Boris because there's just so many fucking orcs. It's unseemly how many they are. And then we're bringing in 2 armies to fight on the southern front. Against the Skaven, we're losing barely anything, including Karl. Franz, I know he was at the north, but if you guys check the turn counter, it's been like 3 turns, because the orcs do not amass an army like that in 1 turn. Either way, though, we're going to go ahead and occupy our one. Upgrade to level 2 shouldn't be an issue. And then Clan Angrand has pushed up to this one. Our, I think it's like a level 4 settlement that we got level 4 walls on literally like 2 turns ago. So that's pretty fucking OP. We've got Clan Mulder pushing down through our, I think, like northeastern flank. It's not going to be impossible. What I would be concerned about is under workshops. They also pushed up, and they've taken our southern territories. They've taken our cusp, our little fortification at that the valley, whatever that valley's called. It's featured pretty heavily in lore. But they've taken it, and it sucks. But hey, it's fine. Then next, we'll take it back. We did take it back. That's what that last thing was. My bad. We're also going to take this territory from Clan Angrand. We're just going to essentially be making a pretty hard southern push. I want the south of the Empire and the borderlands to be pretty much ours because they're abundant with like trade resources, and also they make a really good just bulwark of like, I'm going to build 1,000 fucking garrisons here. You cannot take this territory. And then they'll take like 2 or 3 settlements, like level 3 settlements, and yearn for peace and wish peace on us. And then we just, like, they would take this one, and then they'd take 2 more, and then they would just be like, hey, we want peace, and then I can wish peace, and then amass an army to just go take it back. Because, I mean, okay, Like, I'm not going to obey a peace treaty with you. You're a piece of shit. We're gonna take back this place from the Skaven. Skaven are kind of being whores. They're just skirting around in our territory doing this. So we're gonna go up here, take this one, and with this one, I'm gonna retreat this guy and then bring in our hero to do damage. So I'm gonna do assault units, as I didn't like that we were gonna lose a greatsword. It was a failure. Fuck. Oh well. We'll have to take the loss. I mean, at least it's not the Prestige 9 or whatever. I mean, if we lost one of those guys, I'd feel worse for wear. And we're also going to trade a settlement that's about to get a rebellion up to them for some money. I mean, it's probably for the best, because it would have just rebelled, and then they would have gone to war with that one, and he would have then come to war with us. I think this is one of our final confederations, and then you can see on the left side of the screen the orcs have moved up. Oh my fucking god. I had to like march away from them. It sucked. And then what is this? Is this Skaven? Yeah, we'll go beat the shit out of Skaven. We've also brought Gelt down to help push on our southern front, because we kind of secured those northern cities that they took. And then this was the guy we confederated last turn. I don't mind losing half of his troops, because I was going to have to trim them down anyway. And then now Karl Franz is pushing down here against, what are these guys? The Bloody Hand or whatever. And then also Skaven Blight. It was... This episode was 7 hours of footage, and I had to compact it down pretty fucking harshly with a lot of, like... because it was like 10 recordings, 7 episodes, because my game kept crashing and my game kept being like fucky, not like crashing, but what's it called? Looking for the words. Oh yeah, me cheating. Yeah, I saved scummed a bit. I mean, you really think I would be me with my great tactical prowess? I will tell you, I never saved, so it's not really save scumming. I relied on auto saves and quick saves. I allowed myself a save every 10 turns. Now I'm at the point right now playing Warhammer 2 where I'm allowing myself a save every 15 turns, which is pretty fun. And it means if you fuck up, like you are fucked up, they have amassed together to come push against Reichland finally. I think this is Altdorf, not Reichland, but still. I'm very happy. With a couple more victories like that, it should be good. I mean, we're going to push forward, we'll take back the territory we lost. I, however, don't intend to overextend at all. I know that's like, oh, I don't intend to overextend, then you always overextend. I'm experiencing that right now. My Dark Elf campaign, I'm like, I just want, 3 territories. I'll be fine. I'll be satisfied with that. I'm not. I mean, I just confederate. That's my favorite thing about Nagarond, especially in Warhammer 2. It is the easiest to oh my gosh, came up with the worst fucking army ever. I'll beat the shit out of you. But, Nagarond, you're able to just, like... You're able to essentially... confederate everyone. It's like the easiest faction to confederate anyone ever with. I think, yeah, it's probably easier than Karl Franz even. It's certainly easier than the High Elves. Well, no, I'm full of shit. High Elves is pretty easy. Yeah, no, let's push here. We're going to go, we're essentially boxing in the Border Princes. We're not going to let all these factions that have taken over the Border Princes and have essentially fucked us over. We aren't going to let them hold out their territory, so we're just going to take it back. It's a pretty tough push, We're losing a lot of regiments. We're losing a lot of people, and we're kind of sacrificing our northern territory in the process. Like, I think we should probably make some steady pushes up into the northern territory, and that's what I'm intending to do. But just such a hard fucking fight. Like, beyond anything else, it's damn near impossible. But we've got, yeah, as long as we take back this. I mean, if we have this territory, I would be satisfied currently. Like, I don't need Kislev at all. I'm satisfied stopping here and leaving Kislev and Throt to his own devices. But the issue is Throt's going to... Archaon is not going to go to war with Throt. Like, Archaon is going to be friends with Throt, and it's going to spell our doom. So we really just have to be careful here. And we have to keep a pretty hard push, a pretty consistent pressure outwards. Oh, excuse me. And I don't even think I would call it overextending. We're just trying to, I mean, it's overextending if you can't maintain control. I mean, if we were looting every single settlement we did this to, like if we were, what's it called? When you hit, like, loot and occupy, if we were doing that every time, yeah, this wouldn't be quite as well of a deal. But we're just occupying territory that was originally human, presumably had humans in it. The end is now nigh. It's time for these orcs, is what it's saying. My favorite one is, however, the Undercities ones, the Skaven Vermintide, because it's like, oh, nothing is happening. And I've had a couple campaigns where I could completely ignore it. Like, I had the end is nigh one time as, who was it? I want to say it was like Norska, or no, it wasn't Norska. It was elves maybe, and you know, the Undercities kept appearing, but I was getting like 10k a turn, like kind of what, like holy fuck, 12k a turn. I could totally field like 18 more armies, like realistically, without any like hate or anything. I could field 18 fucking armies at this point. Clan Moors is about to go to war with us, which will be something. Let's see how this went. Where is he? He's over there. Okay. I guess he's kind of like friends with that guy. Or they're both advancing onto my territory at the same time. Oh, he went straight for Castle Drakenhof. He got Ian alive. Wait, no, he was with that guy, and they both went for Castle Drakenhof. Holy cow. I mean, we just completed a bunch of quests. We're going to take some more territory. This is really, I don't know, it's not a challenge at all. It's anti-player bias for sure, because we've secured the Empire, and they have literally no reason to go at war with us. But I don't mind at all, because I'm going to take this territory, secure it pretty strongly. I may even give some to Kimry to form a bulwark, because I'm pretty sure we have a pretty solid alliance or relation with them, or we would have a pretty solid alliance or relation if we gave them some shit. So, I mean, I don't mind it at all. Either way, let's keep the staunch push. I'm going to try to finish up this episode in one take. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We've got the Bray herds to take care of. He did not push hard enough or expand hard enough, but also that's a completely valid way to play Beastman. I've played it before where I just had like one herd stone essentially, and then had a secondary army I sent out to like sack and stuff. I don't know. It was quite enjoyable. We're going to take care of this guy. I don't like the Skaven pushing that hard against me, and they were pushing really hard. Both north and south. They auto lightning striked me just to get themselves fucking absolutely obliterated by mortars, essentially. I mean, yeah, look at that kill feed. They got riddled with crossbow bolts. So I decided to push back up, kill them. I mean, it's deserved. And look at our global recruitment. I've been getting a lot of those anvils and shit that just give you essentially infinite fucking global recruitment. I'm trying to remember which guy is which. So when I win or lose a battle and lose a bunch of troops, I can just get him back his bulwark. I love that word. What's this guy doing? They want a defensive alliance. I mean, I don't mind at all. I do really need some more allies, and Goldtooth and Cathay are probably very lore accurate. Like, I mean, Kislev would be our greatest ally, but they got fucking wiped out. And then the Skaven, the Goblins. This is, at this point, this is a entirely proper threat. Like, proper as in it's accurate. Accurate. Uh, because I'm just getting on all sides as Karl Franz, getting sieged by goblins, Skaven, Chaos, Greenskins. I mean, do you think the people... Sorry, I was finding my words. I was scrolling down on the script. The light script. I know I write things. Holy fuck. Do you think people in fucking, like, Reikland and Altdorf know about this? I know they knew they got sieged, 6 months ago by Skaven. But that it got repelled. Do you think they know even about that fort in that mountain pass? The fact we went to war with the dwarves? Do you think they even understand our alliance with, like, the Bretonnians and the Wood Elves? Do you think they can comprehend any of that? Like, cause it's such, even compared, cause Cathay, they're decently open with their citizens because of the peasant militias and stuff. So in Cathay, they're like, "Yep, we're going to war with the ogres, whatever." But the Empire, their entire thing is they just keep it secret. So I think that's so fucking cool. The fact that in our inner empire now, because it's been like, 20 years? Because what's it supposed to be? What's a turn in Warhammer 3? Warhammer 3, how long is a turn in canon? I'm gonna look this up real quick. We're just pushing all the same fronts. How long is a turn? Okay. There's a Reddit post right at the top. 1 week of real world time for our armies. How long it takes for one. Obviously, this being a rough estimate, it's about 1 week. So, I mean, yeah, in these outer cities, like this city out here, and the border princes and stuff, it's the biggest walk time. They, of course, know that, like, the Empire's rough, like, in a rough place. But in our inner cities, like, Rieksland, for sure, no one knows. Altdorf, no one knows. Like, all of these cities, it being turn 100 means it's been, like, over 2 years since since Altdorf was controlled by ogres. That's just crazy to me. And here's what we're going to do. This was kind of how I played this. We held back the green tide here. It was pretty fucking rough. But then I started pushing into their territory. And it was abysmally easy. Like, these are the orcs. This is our, like, final orc push. And they did not fuck me up at all. And so I called the campaign there. I was just like, I don't want to deal with orcs. We're not losing enough people for me to constitute the fact that we would lose. We would have held the line very strongly. So, that's going to be it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's alright. As of recording this, I'm at like 100 subscribers. I was giddy happy this morning. I cannot be more thankful. There's a lot of growing pains, but I think it'll be something I can look back on. I hope we can look back on and be like, wow, I recorded on the shittiest fucking microphone. Like, what a time to be alive. But I'm going to keep improving. I have that microphone that got stolen in shipping, so I just have to dream. No, Daniel's attacking us, but I just have to dream. Not really dream. For a fact, I'm just gonna have them reship it, because if they don't do that, I'll kick them or something. But yeah, thank you guys for your time, as always. It means the fucking world to me. So